Sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight. Sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight.
What up, what up, what up? It's another episode of Sight Beyond Sight. You know who it is. It's your host, Nick, with the other host,
Andrew, shooting at you, not me.
And today we're going to talk about WandaVision episode 8. And, you know, do the regular routine. We talk about the scenes, and then we talk about our theories and all that shit. So, just before we start, what you think about it?
I was impressed by the randomness of the episode. It's just serious mode. Yeah, it was pretty much what I heard the rumors for it to be. It was gonna be a playback of shit. Which the only thing that scared me of it being like the playback that I heard was I didn't want it to be a rerun of episode 1 through 7.
Yeah.
But they did it in the smartest and rightest way, like, which is why Marvel's the greatest. Yeah. They went all the way back to the beginning of Wanda's story. Like, they explained Wanda for people who don't follow the whole movie universe in a way, to break it down, to be honest.
Yeah. So, since we're talking about that, we'll get started. What I'm going to do is basically run through what happened in the show, and then we talk about the scenes, step by step, and all that. So,
yes.
Basically, you should have watched it by now if you're watching this. And so it starts out at Salem in Massachusetts. Wow.
Salem, Massachusetts.
And you said it wrong too.
Massachusetts.
And that is like the origin story of Agatha, I guess. She was in a coven with her witches. Her mother was, I guess, the lead witch. They put her on a stake because she was doing like some forbidden magic. And apparently she said that she didn't do anything bad. Like, her powers just manipulated what they were doing. Like, She was so strong and whatever. And you could tell because they all tried to kill her and she had just absorbed the power. Basically. Took it all, killed the whole coven and her mother. Her mother had a magic crown, which I'll get back to later. Then it... That's my crown. Yeah, the magic crown. Then we go into the... back to the basement. She's basically... The thing I like about that scene is, like, she's talking to Wanda saying that... you can't control me, which you couldn't. And then she was like, you're in this section where apparently if I cast a spell with these runes and the pillars, that you can't use any of the magic. How did you not know that? Which is interesting dialogue in that, because she's trying to figure her out. And then from that scene, it goes to Wanda being a kid and doing that whole thing that she talked about in Age of Ultron, where she waited for the bomb for 2 days to blow up. But we find out that she actually used her magic powers to not make it blow up.
They talked about that in Age of Ultron. Right? Yeah, it was Age of Ultron.
Yeah, but they never mentioned that she used her powers.
Yeah, but the way they explained the powers in Age of Ultron to now is different. Like, they made it sound like they just got the powers in Age of Ultron, but she already had it.
Yeah, which no one knew. Which is a good step towards making her a mutant, because she was born with the powers. And that means that Pietro's also, because he didn't have magic. So, that also explains why WandaVision's all in the sitcoms, because her dad had a box of sitcom DVDs, which is really weird, but okay.
No, it's not weird. Because they weren't DVDs, they were VHSs, if I'm not mistaken.
Were they? Yeah. Because the first they were in a crappy
VHS.
TV.
Yeah. But it made sense for the show. That's why.
Yeah. And then, so, you know, it's going back and forth, obviously, with Agatha. So she pulls her back, and they was like, all right, what's next? Like, what am I missing? Because, again, Agatha's trying to figure out how the hell you do this. How do you make this reality kind of thing and take over the town, and, like, your powers stretch all the way this far. Like, how are you doing this? And Wanda really doesn't know how she's doing it. So they go from that scene to her with Strucker.
Yeah, Strucker, however you want to say his name.
And with the experiments, and you find out that she saw herself in the Infinity Gem, the silhouette of her with the crown on, which again I'll get back to later. I'm kind of excited about it. Then from there it goes to what? It goes to her and Vision inside of the room, and then that's when they first
made
flirted
love for the first time.
Yeah, I think that's what really happened. They just had to like cut it off. Like, okay, we're done with that.
That's what they were fucking hinting towards. I was like, this is some creepy sexual vibes here.
It really was like a creepy sexual thing. Like, he just walks to the walls. Like, I feel like Vision really is a creep. Like, he's just standing to the wall. Like,
hey, I'm just a robot that doesn't know any better. Like, nigga, you're fucking intelligent.
I know. How do you know? How do you not know this is inappropriate? Like, I could be naked right now. Yeah, Vision's a peeping Tom.
Yes.
Oh crap! So damn, we go from that to her going to the Shield, and we find out that she didn't steal his body, which I kind of thought, and everyone else thought.
She's not a thief.
Yeah, and all she wanted to do was bury the body, which was weird because they really were just like, oh, we're pulling him apart.
Yeah,
because he's a weapon. But then, if you're pulling it apart, like, why wouldn't you, like, bury her? So, like, give a burial and put it in a weird coffin that no one could get into. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was weird that he didn't, like, agree to it. And then, I feel like he wasn't trying to take it apart. He was trying to put it together.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to put it together.
And then, so we get to that. Then she has a little note in her car from Vision. She goes to the town where she sees everyone that she took over, basically. She goes to the spot where Vision was going to build a house for her. And that's when she started her thing. She broke down, cried, created the whole reality in the hex in the town, and created Vision from her own being. And I feel like the way she did that was because she has a power of the Infinity Gem.
Yeah.
And she still has a little bit of Vision in her. And she let it out and created... Yeah.
She'll always have a little bit of Vision.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm sleep deprived.
Oh, shit. Just to make a note, throughout the whole episode, she's trying to find her kids, and then that's when we go right to the next scene where Agatha has his kids on some weird magic rope shit. But I was like, why'd you tie them around the neck like a dominatrix?
Like a dominatrix shit for little kids. Like Agatha's out here like just feeding, not into the little kid shit, but into my freakishness. Like I was feeling that. I would have had that noose. Like, nah, man.
Shit. So, that's basically where it ends, and she gives the Scarlet Witch name, saying that she's a legend and she doesn't know who she is. And throughout the show, they say the chaos magic, they say the hex magic, they say using the probability magic, all her things from the comic books, which is freaking great. Then, show ends basically like Wanda and her are gonna have a showdown in the next one. Then the after credit scene, and we get the double Vision, the white.
We get the albino Vision.
Yes, which
was
very accurate to the comic books.
Yeah.
He's going from what I'm gonna think. I have two theories about that, but we'll get into that. But basically, yeah, it goes back to the shield, the sword place. They rebuilt the actual body of Vision. But they used that drone that they took from the Hex, used that power to revive him, and he's alive again. But is he really Vision, or is he just a robot, or is he
Mephisto?
I know. And then this is where we'll get into everything. So basically, that's the breakdown of what happened with the show. So yeah, like I was saying, like the first scene, I don't know if you paid attention to that magic crown.
Nah, I was so half asleep watching that at 6 in the morning.
The only reason I took significance to that is because it goes back to the Wanda, like when she sees herself with that crown. I know, like throughout the episode, she had her like quote unquote comic book costume.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to make it a new way. Like she's not from the silhouette that she saw herself in that scene of getting experimented on.
All right.
She had the crown on in the silhouette, but she also had her. It wasn't like a like the cape and like the comic book stuff. It was her suit with the crown. So I'm thinking she's going to end up making the red crown, but it's going to be magic. It's not going to be an actual crown.
Which I can see that. Yeah, definitely. It'll make more sense.
And it'll look cooler too.
Yeah.
Like
it makes sense because of the fact that it'll just be like something that she pulls out when she's fighting and she goes to that point, like that power level type shit. So I could see that definitely happening.
And there's another thing I took in. I know I think it was episode or 2 ago when they had that last commercial with the Nexus, and I said the Nexus of all realities.
Yeah. That was it the last episode?
Is it the last episode or the one before it?
No, I think the one before it was the clay one. Yeah, so
creepy.
I'll never forget the clay.
We could talk about the clay one because I think Agatha is the shark because she's feeding off power like she did in this movie.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
She's feeding off her power.
Now, when you go back and rewatch this once the season's over, it's going to make a lot more sense.
Yeah, that's why I can't wait for the next episode. But the Nexus, again, this is a good show to watch. Like, watch Age of Ultron, then watch the show.
Yeah.
Because Age of Ultron, the Nexus is where they went. Tony Stark went to get the remains of Jarvis, and it was like that supercomputer
type shit.
Yeah. So he went to the supercomputer to find Jarvis in there. So I'm thinking, and this goes back to the Vision. I think they're messing. Maybe that was a hint towards the Nexus that Ultron put himself in there.
Okay.
They used the magic, and remember when Wanda was feeling out Vision before he was turning into Vision.
Yeah,
the Mind Stone had a mind of its own kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Ultron was putting himself in there at the time. He just never finished. So I feel what they did was they left out when they revived the new the white Vision. They actually revived Ultron. Like a little piece of Ultron was in the Nexus. And
that's a possibility.
They used the magic to help her, but the magic was basically some of the Infinity Stone, but I think his personality is in it.
That could probably be if they want to bring back Ultron, but I don't really see that happening. I see more like it's going to turn out that the white one's going to now end up being the new Vision, and it's going to be like that fake Vision that she created.
Yeah.
Is going to mold with the white one, and they're going to become one.
The same Vision?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
See, I don't know. I feel like that would be a cop-out if they did that.
It won't be a cop-out. It would just be what every fucking MCU fan that doesn't give a shit about the comic books and shit like that, like, and logical things, like they just want to, like, I literally seen like everybody, like a lot of females like love this episode, and they're just like, oh, the love that she had for Vision, like, she had love for a giant vibrator. All right. Like, I mean, it connects with y'all, I guess, in a way, because the females now in y'all era, but you know, like, yeah, that's pretty much where, like, that's the easy, I guess you could say it's a cop out, easy connection where people will be like, oh, look at, now they're back and they're happy, and then we have Wanda and Vision fighting again later on in movies and shit.
See, the only reason why I think it couldn't be Ultron, because if that was Ultron's last step, like he wanted to be this ultimate being, that's too much of a big boss. Again, like, we only have one more episode.
Yeah.
And this episode, we don't even know if it's going to be an hour long. It could be another 30 minutes. So
there's a lot of opening, like there's still shit missing. That's why I think
it's going to be an hour.
I think it's going to be a season 2.
I don't know. They can't be.
I think there's going to be at least another episode then, like a surprise episode. Because there's just, you literally captured Monica Rambeau and you completely forgot about her for a whole 30 fucking minutes.
Well, I think that leads into the last episode. I think it's just gonna be.
But she's just gonna pop out and start scrapping. Like she don't even
yeah.
know her powers yet.
But who knows? Like she was kind of using it in a defensive way when Wanda was fucking with her, so she might just come out.
It was spontaneous. It's an emotional reaction to use it. It wasn't using it as like I know how to use my powers.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that she doesn't know she has it, I don't think. But at the same time, I don't think that. I think the next episode is gonna have that. It's gonna be a showdown. It's gonna be Vision versus Vision, and then it's gonna be all three girls versus each other.
Oh, we got a triple threat.
And then they're gonna they keep rumoring the big cameo, but if this is leading right into Doctor Strange, and the cameo is Doctor Strange,
of course, because Doctor Strange gonna come in and slap the hell out of all of them.
I know, like, what the fuck is your problem?
Like, do you not understand the shit I've gone through already? That'd be pretty cool.
This is where I get confused because again, knowing that if they did that with Vision. Mm-hmm. I don't want that because I was thinking that too. Like she could just put that Vision into this one, and then Vision comes back.
That's the most simplest, easy way to do it.
To me, that's too much of a cop out. If they did that mid-season and then they waited till the end of the season, yeah. But no,
because that would have fucked up a lot of the shit that they did if they debuted that.
I'm not saying they should have done that. I'm saying I don't think they're gonna do it. I'm thinking if they're gonna keep Vision in the MCU, like in Avengers, he's gonna be White Vision for a while.
I mean, he could still be white. Nobody's saying that he has to.
But he can't have a personality.
He can't mold in and fucking get the color back. He's going to be white.
Yeah, but he's not going to have the personality. He's going to be a strict robot. And then I think that other Vision is going to be gone for a while until something happens with all the multiverse movies that's going on.
They'll find a way to make him have a personality again sooner or later.
Yeah. And then my other concern was like, okay, what are they going to do with Wanda? Because they're making her out to be this super, like, the most powerful character in the MCU that she could control reality and she doesn't even know how she's doing it. So I'm thinking if she's going to be this quote-unquote Scarlet Witch, then, and she's going to be in the Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange movie. So I'm thinking, like, how are they going to depower her or lower her powers down? Because they're not just going to let her walk around knowing that she could do all this shit.
Why not? She's not a villain.
Technically, she is. She controlled the whole town. She blew up people in Civil War. Like,
that doesn't mean she ain't one. All right, she didn't kill the people in Civil War on purpose. There's a reason why the shit happened in that movie the way it did. I had to defend my girl.
She still was considered in the MCU, like the government.
She is one of the strongest. Yes, but she's not. Oh yeah, well. Because of the documents of what they were doing for,
and then she's not going to get away with controlling a whole town. And because once everyone's like, especially how everyone was acting like, oh, stop her, please, she's fucking hurting us. And then, put you right back, sorry. And that kind of explains why Vision could do that. Yeah. Because it's all psychic shit. But,
I mean, I just don't see her coming out as, I see her being maybe like a semi-villain going out of the show into Doctor Strange, where they could make it a little bit more where he's trying to help her, save her, and fight what's ever going on within this whole multiverse thing that's supposed to happen.
Yeah. Like, I don't think that she's going to be the big bad in Doctor Strange. I think she's going to help Doctor Strange, but I think she's going to be like the middle.
It's going to take, the movie's going to be obviously like almost a 2 hour movie. There's no fucking Marvel movie that's not over 2 hours.
Right?
So like, there's going to be that part where he figures out how to help her, and then it'll go into him dealing with whoever, aka Nightmare, maybe Mephisto, whatever, like going into it. It's the same theory, like, now you have Agatha in here. You have her being what she is.
Yeah.
We just seen her being badass. You seen where she was living. Like, she was in fucking Salem chilling and shit. And she's still alive. So I personally don't want them to kill her off in the quote unquote last episode this Friday coming up.
Agatha? Yeah. I don't want her. Nah.
Like, I would like her to be a side back character for random shit.
Well, in a comic book, she's always on both sides. Yeah. Like I said, like she babysitted the Fantastic Four kids. She babysitted WandaVision kids. But she also worked with Mephisto and all the stuff, which that's a sad thing. Like, that's the only reason why I said, like, on the last episode, I don't like coming up with theories because I kind of get upset. Like, Mephisto's not in this show anymore.
Nah, he's definitely not.
He's
Once you get up to like where it's at now,
yeah, like
the odds of it just that's the ultimate fucking twist if he's really in there.
Yeah, it was just
But
like,
they gave too much of what, especially this last episode, like her trying to get the backstory of understanding Wanda and showing what she is, like, and all of that, like, because she basically said like she went to the town because she's seen what was happening, and wanted to know who the hell was this person doing this. So obviously she's not being controlled by somebody else. Yeah. From what we assume. I'm always gonna say Mephisto.
So I feel like if they're going to do a bigger thing, they could always say that, like, oh yeah, she gets her power from this or something like that. But right now, I think Agatha has been and will be the big bad of this season.
She is but she's not. But I guess in a way, I guess she is a villainish villain because she didn't really do a lot of villain things. Like, to be honest,
I understand that, but she had kids strangling in the middle of the street in broad daylight.
Those kids aren't real. Listen, they were going to say it, but
she said
real.
it. She said it that she could create life.
Oh, yeah, she did say she could create life. So I guess, all right, yeah, I guess they are real.
They are real now.
All right, now they're real. Like, I wanted them not to
They're
be
going to
real.
age up in the next to teenagers.
Like, it's still crazy because she made them old. But I guess it makes sense that she made them older because when you watch, like, the episode when she first has them, dealing with them crying and everything, which every mother will want, or any person who has kids want.
These fucking kids
like turn them, like that's the ultimate postpartum depression type thing where you could transform your kid into a. This is an episode of me half asleep, so if I say some crazy shit, it's not my fault. Like you turn your kids older, like that's some funny shit. Like you just be like, you can look at them, like, because that's what parents want. Like they look at them, like, I can't wait for you're older. And what she did, she got them to that age where they still like the kid, but they're old enough to be whatever, like take care of themselves, type shit. So I guess it makes sense, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Shit, I'm just excited because I think next episode is, like I said, it has to be the showdown, but I don't know how they're gonna start it. Like, if you start it in the street and you start it with a showdown, and whether you make it an hour episode or not, it's kind of like you're messing your show up. I think it's gonna go right back to Darcy.
Yeah, it's gonna go back to everybody else.
Everyone else, and then they're all gonna meet in the street at the end.
Because there's no way you could do that. Because, like I said, like I enjoyed the episode, thought it was good. I won't go over the top and say it was one of my favorite ones out of a lot of the other episodes where the shock value and everything that happened in it. Like, this one was more like, I just felt like a normal episode. Yeah. The end credit was oh my God.
Yes.
You know, like.
Definitely.
Like, she's Scarlet Witch. She's been Scarlet Witch forever to me. Yeah. We've just been calling her Wanda because of the show and everything. Yeah. So, whatchamacallit, I could definitely see that because, like I said, like, that was one of the things that was like, because when she explains like how she made Pietro come back, and it was like, all right, we got that, but it was, what the fuck did you do then? Like, what did the Pietro do with Monica? Like, they just disappeared. Like, they didn't acknowledge them, didn't show anything about them. They didn't show nothing with Darcy being in there. Vision obviously didn't get seen. So all these other side characters that mattered didn't get shown. And you have to do it, like.
Of course, I think that's going to be the beginning because you had the Vision flying away, then you have Darcy in the car, then you have what happened with the fake Pietro or whatever. Yeah. But I think that's one of the things that scared me because I was actually thinking about it, and if they're going to do an alternate reality thing, she didn't say I pulled him from alternate reality. She only said that I
made him mold him type shit.
Yeah, like he kind of like, I just used him and you would have took whatever because you were just hurt. Yeah. So it makes me think, like, did she pull him from somewhere, like an alternate reality, which I don't want the Fox universe. But if not, but I didn't get that. I didn't like think they would do that.
I don't think it was an alternate reality thing.
And I think he was just in the town. And she just used him,
And honestly, like, from all of that, that's where I was just like, oh yeah, they're not bringing him from the Fox universe. Yeah. Like, that was like their way of like a quick save. Like they just did it for the fanfare, and it got a good pop, and it got a good like, oh shit, like this is here, and it made all this all talk.
Yeah,
and that's all it is. Like Pietro is dead. Like she said, he has holes in him. The guy's gone. Know what I mean?
Yeah, she was a real asshole in this.
And I loved every second of
it. She was just like, and this is the thing that I almost got mad about. I was like, yo, her acting sucks. Because when she was doing the first scene with the witches, and she was going like that, no, and then and I was like, yo, she bad at acting, and then her mom was just like, yo, shut up with your shit, and then she was like, oh, and I saw her face change. I was like, oh, that's why, because she was fake acting.
It's the whole, like that's like she's an actually good actress.
Yeah. So I was just like, I almost got mad for like 2 seconds. I was like, yo, you couldn't act a little better.
Her whole character has been like that though. Like when you see that when they're going through each timeline, like the way she's talking, the way she's acting towards it. Yeah, like it was cool because when you get to like how you were talking about like in the beginning of the episode. It gives you everything from even when they debut her as the reason why all this shit is somewhat what it is. Yeah. Like every episode when you looked at it, like she was there, but she was quirky and like, ha. And I dip out. Like she was always somewhat there and then disappeared dead. Yeah. And very funny, like not serious. And then you see her now. Now you pay attention to her now because she's serious. Yeah. Because now you see her like, oh shit, like, we have this character that we all looking at as so strong and so crazy and and somebody else is here actually being able to combat her. Yeah, in a different way. It's something different, you know. Yeah, that's the thing. I did like this episode. I totally agree. It was, and this is what it goes back to the beginning, like where everyone, like by episode 3, everyone was just like, "What's going on?" Yeah, exactly. All that crap, and then it was just like, those episodes were more interesting than this last one in a way. And it was just like, but this was one of those episodes that was like, yo, this is straight up. There's no old school shit. There's no it was the regular episode. It was
And then we were like you were just saying, it was just like the biggest pop we got was the end credit scene, and not crapping on the episode. We wanted we got every little thing.
Good episode. Everything was cool. I like the little going backs, like listen, to see her go into Sword and do what she did. Yeah. That was cool, but we know the whole part where her and Vision fell in love. If you watch the movies, if you know the comics. Yeah. You know like the whole like but it's, once again, Age of Ultron why she hated Tony Stark, why they started off being villains and turning good. Yeah. We knew all of this. So we had a couple of minutes of this episode where it was like a refreshing for fans that knew. Yeah. And then, hey, this is just an idea because you decided to come maybe 10 movies late. Yeah. You know, like, because you decided to watch Infinity War instead of watching everything else before. Yeah. You know, like, there's like shit like that. So that's basically what the episode did for it. And then you just get the whole breakdown. You know what's funny? I just want to really point out that I just popped in my head. You seen what the hell? Senor Scratchy eating a freaking bird? Yeah. Like, dude, you're a rabbit. Yeah. You're just eating a bird.
Yeah. When I first saw that, I was just like, wait, rabbits don't eat birds? I was like, did you?
That's a creepy ass rabbit.
I know. Something's wrong. Something's going on with that fucking rabbit.
I love that rabbit. I want to get a rabbit and name it Senor Scratchy.
There's one more thing that I am really banking on, and maybe I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to eat my words today. So Hayward, I think it was episode 4. That's when they did the whole sword thing, and he asked Cho to break Wanda the situation down, right? And then he was going into like Wanda's this, and this, and then he looked at him and he said, "She doesn't go by any other name."
Yeah, and then exactly.
It was just like quiet, and then he was just like, "All right, blah blah blah." So I feel like he knows something more because the whole name thing was the Scarlet Witch. Yeah. So it's just kind of like I feel like he's either from another multiverse of some sort, or he knows something. He's probably like a wizard of some sort or something.
I don't want to hear wizard ever.
If there was that legend that Agatha was talking about, like you are the Scarlet Witch, and he was looking for that name when he was just like, she doesn't go by anything else, like no other names. I feel like that dialogue really has something to do. Like he's there's something up with him.
Want to know what it is?
I don't think he's Mephisto though.
God damn it! I was gonna say it.
No.
He's fucking Mephisto.
That's why I had to cut
with
you
his
off.
sword.
But if he is Mephisto, I won't be mad because I want to see Mephisto. But at the same time, I'll be like, God damn it! I said no before,
and I was right. Like that'd be awesome. Like Mephisto put Vision together. Mephisto fucking run that whole sword. Fucking that'd be epic. Imagine that you're just there. Like that's the devil for you. When the devil's in your face and you don't realize it, that's a true devil. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah,
that's what makes it great.
That would be cool. Like I said, I just want to see Mephisto just turn red, have the cape, have that weird hair, go crazy. That'd be dope.
Nah. We're gonna have to wait for Doctor Strange most likely.
Probably. Yeah. But one more thing before I end this shit. Did you notice that the White Vision had Iron Man's thing on his forehead instead of because he can't have the jewel?
Because they had to change it, because of that. But it comes off of being because he was made through the Tony Stark shit. That's how Ultron did it.
Yeah. The Howard Stark, the Human Torch thing. That's comic book stuff. Yeah. Hints towards First Avenger, Captain America. Do your fucking history. Do your research, motherfucker. I can break it all down.
I'm breaking this all down. We ain't got pictures. Ain't got time for this. Just know that we honest. Hey, look at that. It's fucking Ultron on TV right now. That is freaking epic. You don't even see what we're watching. I just watch random shit to look at the camera.
Oh, shit. But we'll call this a night. And, like, subscribe, share, enjoy. Yes. Do you want to say everything again, or are you too tired?
Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Anchor, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and just to let it be known, once again, I just wanted to point out because I said it before on the NXT episode, we have our random hater that somebody just went through the dislikes.
Oh yeah,
I don't know who you are, fam. I don't care. Like I'm not one of those people. People get dislikes. Something. We get dislikes, but you ain't got the balls to actually comment on why you dislike.
Yeah, say something.
So on some real shit, you can suck a dick. That's the energy I got right now, my guy. Cause
we got one dislike on all our videos. Yeah. Like obviously you're looking at all our videos.
So you either somebody we know, somebody we don't know. If you somebody we know, I'ma definitely get at you. But I just want to have fun with that and just throw that out there. Me being in the energy that I am, in a positive vibe.
Comment,
this is positive, something. Andrew. I shoot shots.
Comment. You're gonna get like 50 texts in one shot. This is gonna be going to both our phones. We're like, fucking
so just hate. It's okay.
It's all right. We like it.
There's probably another episode coming soon. I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. So I'll just see y'all when I see y'all.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Peace out.